One of the interesting things about Google Maps, a lot of times things are hidden in the trees. This is a place about a couple miles south of where I live, and I was just Googling and looking. I thought, well, what is this? And if you look right in here, let me try to blow this up for you. Here is a house. And I'm going, whoa! And look, this house. I mean, you see a little trailer here, a little trailer there. There are trees growing up inside the house. I guess the roof is damaged and trees have grown up. And this is a pretty good sized home. So a friend and I decided to hike back into those woods, and this, you can see it's grown up quite a bit, but it's such an interesting house. It was, I think, about 1,000 square foot home at one time, built in 1950 from what I understand. This 3-car garage is 2,000 square feet alone. And here's the front of the house. Again, you can see some trees growing out of it. You can see brush all over in the front of it. It just really grown up. Now the grass is kept up pretty good in the front. It's just a huge home. 4-bedroom, I think 4 baths or something like this. This little trailer house, we were just looking around. I just was wanting to see it, and we walked back that way and we were talking, and a little guy gets out of this little bitty trailer house and says, well, I'd like to ask you to leave the premises. I said, okay. And so I found out who the owner of this property is, and I'm wondering, I'm going to try to talk to the owner and see if we can get metal detecting privileges to go around this place. Actually, the caretaker, the little guy, said they're going to be destroying this house before too long. So I thought, man, that's really sad that such a huge house, like I say, about 7,000 square foot, is going to be destroyed. And of course, nature's already taken its place. I just wonder the history on it. Another thing about Google Maps is I like to look. Let me widen this up a little bit here, if I can. Another thing on Google Maps is I like to look at the elementary schools for metal detecting. A lot of times you can find gates or something like that might be open, and when you of course you don't want to go around when the kids are there. At least I don't. But one thing about the elementary schools, where the kids are, there's money usually found, and that's when metal detecting is so much fun. Here's a gate that's open, which probably the kids on the weekend can come up here and play, and you can come in here and maybe metal detect. Another thing you might want to look at is where are the entrances. This looks like maybe an entrance, even though they don't have a sidewalk. But here's a tree, and it looks like an old tree, and I'm sure the kids have played around there, and you might find a lot of old change. I have found more interesting things around the roots of trees and around trees themselves where kids have played or even sit down and leaned against a tree. So Google Maps helps you find some of these things, and it also sees if there's a breach in the fence for metal detecting. Another thing about Google metal detecting is you can see so many things by Google Maps as far as the air or satellite view. This is a little northwest of me, and I'm not sure if this is a little barn or farmhouse. Here's something that's fallen in. I'm not sure if that's a barn, but look, this is in trees, and from the road I don't think you can see either one of these things. They're probably very old, and this is probably maybe a house or a barn, but it could be interesting to be somewhere around here or around here. and also down around this place as well, just to see if there's some interesting things. I'm sure you're going to find some nails, horseshoes, and things like that, but hopefully I can get some permission to go in there and just explore around. I was looking at this one city about 60 miles away from Oklahoma City, and Oklahoma City is where I live, by the way, and I thought, wow, here is parking, and here's maybe a track. Looks like a football field. Probably check maybe if there's change dropped here, and if you can get into the football field, that might be fun. Also, baseball fields where the bleachers are, you might be able to find some things around here in the parking, around the parking area. You might be able to, people pulling out their keys. Anymore, they have push buttons instead of keys on the car. But one of the things, also baseball diamonds, a lot of times around the stands, going to the concession stand. One of the things I saw on this, which I'll make a video on, is, of course, this looks like a little playground area. A lot of times if they have wood chips, you can find things here. But look at this. This looks as if it is a volleyball court. And if there's sand and volleyball, a lot of people play there. Probably find some coins and maybe even some jewelry. Google Maps is another way you can look for beaches in some of the Oklahoma lakes. Just make sure that you're looking at places that you can go. Check with each lake, because each lake has different restrictions. Some metal detecting is not allowed on Indian territory or Native American territory, also national parks. Some Oklahoma lakes charge metal detectors to detect, maybe $35 or $45 a year. I can't remember, one lake is. And so if you live close, that would probably be a pretty good deal. But if you can look at the map, satellite view, and if you're looking in here, you can see that this is sort of a shallow area. You can see that you can see the land from a pretty good little distance here, whereas this up here looks like you can just drop off into a deeper part, because you can't see any sand unless you can in this area here. Another one is always look for the parking spots where there might be a beach as well, and of course a little bathhouse or something, a restroom. It's always nice, especially when you're out metal detecting for a long time and have drank some coffee. All in all, Google Maps can help you find a lot of things and get you planned on a trip. So I hope this little video has helped, and thanks so much for watching.